What's going on, guys? Drunkcast here with another Satisfactory video. Hooray! And today we're taking a look at the new coffee stain video for update number 5. Yes, I heard it dropped. Someone told me, a little birdie went into my ear, told me, and now I have an ear infection, but that's beside the point. Anyway, we are going to check out this new coffee stain video. So let's switch over to that and take a look at what we got.
Hey everyone, my name's Jason. I'm a community manager at Coffee Stain Studios, and today we've got a pretty cool video going to show off a bunch of new quality of life build system changes that are coming in Update 5 that we haven't actually showed off yet. There are a lot of small things that I feel like probably just add up in the gameplay experience, but they're not big enough for a single video on its own, you know? So we're just going to throw a bunch in together. And that should be really cool. Now, before we get into it, what I want to talk about real quick is that we actually have we're hiring. We're looking for a generalist game designer. So that job position is actually open. If you go to coffeestainstudios.com/job,
game designer.
link in the description
I
below
can design a
well.
maze.
Does
that count?
A job listing there for a generalist game designer. You can check that out if that fits the bill for you. You can apply. If you know someone else who might be interested, please share it with them. Looking for a new person to join the team to work on Satisfactory with us at Coffee Stain Studios, okay? Cool. That's all out of the way. Let's get into the video. Improvement number 1 is going to be ramp snapping improvements. So, you know when you make ramps and you
ramp
make a big ramp, you got to do a ramp, and then you put a foundation next to it, and then you put a ramp on top of that.
Diagonal?
Right? Well, we've made an adjustment now so that ramps actually snap diagonally. So you can just very easily look up to where you want to go and just make the ramps now. You know, you might still want to fill it in with foundations afterwards, but this is
why did the cloud look so weird?
Make building ramps.
Hold on, take a look at that. All the clouds and everything, they got a weird grayish look to them. It kind of looks like a storm is coming. Oh man, a storm's coming.
Number 2 is going to be zooping. Now, we've already talked about zooping. You know what zooping is.
Okay,
Zooper.
Zooper.
We'll just show off a few more zooping demonstrations and some things that we didn't actually cover in the video. So in the video that we introduced zooping in a few weeks ago, I showed that you could zoop horizontally with foundations and horizontally with walls. A lot of people were like, can you do vertically? You can. You can zoop vertically and horizontally.
Can we do it diagonally?
Foundations and walls. Making things
we curve it
there, and of course zooping is a maximum of 10 items, 10 buildables at a time.
Yes.
So there's a little bit of a limitation, but you know that's
limitation's
zooping.
fine.
Now you can also zoop other things. You can zoop fences, for example.
Yes.
You can also zoop stackable poles, for example, and
really
hypertube entrances. I don't know who's
hypertube entrances, but
you can zoop that too. There are more things that you can zoop. Now, actually, this goes back to what we just talked about before about the ramps. You can zoop the ramps.
Oh, wait.
You can zoop them.
You could actually zoop.
Of course, but you can also zoop them into the sky diagonally. You can zoop diagonally. That makes building ramps really, really easy. It's pretty cool. A little bit overpowered, maybe. I don't know, but have fun with it. Number 3 is going to be more freedom with stairs. Okay, so some people use stairs, and now that there's just a little bit more freedom with how you snap them and where they can snap on the stairs. So here's just an example of snapping stairs in different positions.
That is actually really cool.
Art. If you don't like it, you just don't understand it or
wait, is he doing the Inception thing where it's that stairway that just goes into itself?
All right, number 4 is going to be kind of similar to the stair thing, but now you can snap walkways to walkways that exist on buildings. So an example here is the constructor.
Wait, those are walkways on the top of the constructor?
So you could just build out various walkways
there. Oh, dude, those new walkways look amazing.
Here's an example.
Though I still want to see what they look underneath.
That you can do with the drone stations, for example. I'm just connecting 2 drone stations there. And then there's another example of some walkways that you can do with the particle accelerator. There are other buildings that have walkways that can be snapped to as well, like on train stations, for example. So have some fun with that. Just experiment, see what works.
Catwalk.
Kind of curious as to what you can
gotta walk on the catwalk.
The whole soft clearance thing, you can sort of clip walkways into the bounds of the.
That's
these
so
buildings.
awesome.
So have fun. Number 5 is going to be that you can build pillars down from train lines, from railways. Okay, so
really,
a lot of people have been wanting pillars for their train lines. We sort of showed
thought of having something like that
in one of the cosmetic showcases a few weeks ago. But actually, there has been a system built here now.
Oh man, he made a little roller coaster.
For example, look at the train line, and you can just snap from it.
That looks so cool. Looks like it's pushing it up
down to the ground, and now you can just make really easy, train pillars basically for your railway. Yeah, pretty nifty. Something people wanted for a while. Number 6 is going to be additional rotation for foundations that are snapping. So before you could only snap rotations, flush with each other.
90 degrees.
You can now very easily rotate that to
45 degrees
and snap like
Hell
that.
Yeah.
Now, not only that, but if foundations are being placed on top of another foundation, you can hold control for fine rotation.
For realsies?
That's pretty cool, and makes it really easy to build, circular things or these kind of like weird spiral
that
things
is amazing.
well. Now, this is something that's been like
so
a long time
cool.
coming. A lot of people really wanted this to be.
Oh, now I gotta
a
make
base game,
circle
and, nowadays, I think
foundations.
a lot of people are gonna love it. Number 7 is a change to the way that things snap to each other. For example, with buildings or conveyor belts or whatever. So now things snap with can snap to inputs and outputs. So you
Hell
can
yes,
have, inputs and outputs,
so
they can
needed
snap to the input and output of other buildings. They also take what input it is into account. So it'll line up pipe input outputs to other pipe input outputs, or conveyor input outputs to other conveyor input outputs. So not only is it buildings that snap, but also like conveyor belts, for example.
Oh, that is so
Now
cool.
to inputs and outputs of other buildings, making it really easy to line up your conveyor belts to
Is
other
that still
buildings.
90 degrees?
Now, this is a really cool one. So like conveyor splitters and mergers now snap to
Yes,
input and outputs
yes,
along the
yes.
conveyor belt. So this is
Oh,
really nice.
my
Place
inner
this, you can snap
OCD
the-
loves
those buildings
this.
after the fact. And the same thing applies to pipes and pipe junctions. So I think this is going to be a pretty useful feature that's going to be
It
get
is.
used a lot, I think. Number 8 is going to be kind of similar to the conveyor snapping things, but conveyor belts now, this is just a kind of weird thing, but conveyor belts can now be snapped to the conveyor poles that they're attached to, which basically what that means is if you hold control,
interesting.
you can make a straight conveyor belt now. So it's
will that work on grass, though?
Conveyor pole. Same thing goes with pipes and pipe supports as well. So now it's really easy to make straight conveyor belts, on like freeform ground. So number 9 is going.
Okay, but the question on that one is, okay, so it says freeform ground, so that means like if on grass or whatever, dirt, you want to make it into a straight line, that's great and all. But what if I wanted to keep the same height to it as well? Will it keep the same height? Probably not. Oh,
Going to be
that's
the
so cool.
ability to modify your hologram colors to your liking. So in the user
Wait,
interface
what?
menu now in the game, it's going to be hologram color, dismantle hologram color, hard clearance hologram color, soft clearance hologram color as well. Yeah, so if
4
for any
different
reason
colors
you
to
didn't like
mess
the
with?
existing hologram
Yes.
colors, you didn't like the way that they looked, you think you can make them look a little better, or maybe you just have issues with.
You think you
specific
can do
colors
better than
in
us?
General, you can now have control. over how
Dude, that green,
yeah.
all green and red
So
look
number 10,
amazing.
the final one on this list is a bit of a big one, and that is a few weeks back when we were showing off, when we introduced soft clearance to you guys, and we showed off that there's soft clearance and hard clearance, but buildings have hard clearance, and so they cannot clip into the bounds of other buildings, even if those bounds are really big and have a lot of empty space. You can't use that empty space.
Yeah, it sucks for
with
the
other
coal
buildings,
generator.
right? So the example that I showed was constructors trying to encroach on the clearance of a particle accelerator, even though it didn't clip into the particle accelerator. Another example that I showed was like a foundation bridge over the top of a coal generator, because a coal generator
that was
has
sad.
a really big bounding box with a lot of empty space, but you can't build any buildings
all
in
that
that
empty
space,
space.
right? So we were working on this at the time, but we didn't know if it was going to be in Update 5 or not, but I can confirm now that this new feature will be in the game, and that is complex clearance. So certain buildings
what?
have a complex clearance to them now, so that basically what that means is the big offenders like the coal generator, like a particle accelerator, and some others, now have this complex clearance to them, which means that you can actually encroach in those empty spaces now. They still have hard clearance, so you can't encroach on them. You can't build two hard clearance buildings clipping into each other, but you can now build in that empty space. As you can see here, I'm putting constructors over the top of that empty space of the
Yes. Oh my God.
generator. You can
Coal
also see
gen
that
is
I'm
going to be
putting
one of my
constructors
favorite
kind of
ones to
just
mess with
around
on
and
this.
inside, hugging the particle accelerator, and even the space elevator has complex clearance as well. So I could build constructors kind of over the arms here.
Oh my God, space elevator is going to be so much fun now.
But now that has complex clearance, and so now you can build a little bit more freely around that. Not all buildings have complex clearance, but the ones that will have complex clearance are going to be the coal generator, fuel generator, nuclear power plant, train platforms, train station,
All the heavy hitters,
refinery,
yes.
particle accelerator, resource sink, and the space elevator.
Yeah, because like, what is it? Here, let's go back to that list. Get there. Yeah, so the coal generator, hell yes. Fuel generator, not so much. I mean, maybe the top of it. Nuclear power plant, I don't know about that one. But, oh, I see. So, like, yeah, the what is it? The assembler. I mean, you don't really need it too much on that. It's not really that bad. And of course, yeah, the constructor's not really bad. Oh, and then what is it? The manufacturer. The manufacturer is like, half of it doesn't even work right because the clearance on it has been cut off since it was the redo on it. Oh, but yeah, I can understand those. Oh man, this is gonna be so much fun.
Resource sink and the space elevator. So yeah, that's going to be pretty nice. A lot of people gave a lot of feedback on that as well, and you're a little disappointed that you couldn't use that empty space, but now you can. So yeah, those are 10 new quality of life build system features coming in Update 5 to Satisfactory. Satisfactory Update 5 will be launching on the experimental branch on the 26th of October, so that's like less than 2 weeks from now. So you'll play with that on the experimental branch when that drops. I hope you're excited for these changes. If you are, leave a like, consider subscribing because we put out videos every week.
I am so liking this video. Oh my god. That means that this new update is gonna be massive and so amazing. Because not only are they adding in all the different kind of like cosmetic items now, but it's gonna make building so much better. Because even being able to rotate the stuff to make like, I mean, basically roundations if you think about it. So now those are actually going to be a mechanic in the game where you don't have to like kind of glitch it out or anything like that. Oh, that is going to be so amazing. Oh, I can't wait for this update. This update is going to be massive. So if you're excited for that, don't forget to give the video a like and everything. If you like this kind of stuff, let me know. I can do more kind of stuff like this. I have ideas for some other ones that I want to try out as well. But anyway, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you guys have a great one. I can't wait for update number 5, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.